Okay, we'll call to order the Raymore Parks and Recreation Board meeting for Tuesday, January 23rd, 2024. Can I get a roll call, please?
Yes, sir. Member Scott.
Here.
Member Manson.
Here.
Member Troutman.
Here.
Member Clark. Here. Member Mapes.
Present.
And we have Member Collier, Member Cooper, and new member Keys are absent this evening. We do have quorum.
Thank you, sir. We'll now move to the Pledge of Allegiance. Okay, next we'll move to personal appearances. Seeing none, we will move forward to consent agenda.
Mr. Chairman,
Yes, Bill?
I move that we make a motion to approve the board minutes, park board minutes for November 14th, 2023, and the park board minutes for a special meeting we had on December 12th, 2023.
Thank you.
I would second that motion.
Okay. Hearing a first and second, any conversation? Seeing none, we'll go ahead and approve those. All those in favor? Passes 5-0, 3 absent. Next, we'll move to staff reports. Director?
Thank you, sir. I will ask Mr. Brennan to give a report for the Recreation Division.
Thank you, sir. Park Chair, members of the board, I have submitted a written report, but I wanted to go ahead and highlight a few items from the report. First of being on February 10th, we will be having our family Valentine's dance that'll take place at the Raymore Activity Center from 6 to 8. That is open to entire families. You can purchase your tickets two different ways. They are $50 for 4 tickets or $15 per person. Things included at the dance will be live music, photo booth, and there'll be a chocolate fountain as well. And then I did want to make mention that our spring sports registrations are currently open, and we do have our early bird deadlines for volleyball and soccer this Friday, and then the early bird deadline for flag football will be next Friday, February 2nd. After that point, the registration fee, you'll no longer be able to get those $10 off. And then the last thing I did want to mention, we have a new member to our recreation team. To the left of Greta over there is Candace Mangum. Pronounced that correctly? Nailed it. She is our business development coordinator. She's been with us for about 3 weeks now, and she has hit the ground running, already meeting with the community out there, and I'm told she'll get to introduce herself in more detail during work session. But wanted to introduce her to you guys tonight. And with that, that concludes my report, and I'd be happy to answer any questions.
Any questions? No, thank you. Director?
Thanks, sir. Mr. Rulo will give us a staff report for parks.
Thank you. Thank you. I also submitted a written report, but have a few things just wanted to add. The guys have been trimming a lot of trees throughout the parks before the weather moved in 2 weeks ago. Since then, it's pretty much been snow plow and snow shovel, so haven't seen them a lot. They've really been putting in a lot of hours over there at the helping Public Works clear the streets, but they've been doing an excellent job too. So pretty much that's all. That concludes my report, and I'll be more than happy to answer any questions.
Any questions for Superintendent? Superintendent Rulo, how many of your employees were doing snow removal?
I have 4 that go over and help Public Works plow, and myself and 1 other stay here to clean the sidewalks for the RAC and the Centerview.
Wow. Awesome. Make sure they know that we're appreciative of that, because I know that's extra work. Awesome. Back to you, Director. Thank you.
Thanks, sir. I did submit a written report, just a couple little details. Last night at City Council, they approved with second reading our Recreation Park trail rehab, which is the two areas on the trail at Rec Park that are more of a water hazard that we want to fix. That is not the overall trail program that we've talked about. That is actually in design and going out to bid later this month. But so we should be getting notice of to proceed on that soon, but they can't do anything until they can access it anyway. So I just want to let you know that's done. We also have a new park board member, as you can see down here, Mr. Keys, I believe it's how you pronounce it. Okay, Patrick Keys. He's our Ward 1 member, a seat that's been vacant for a while. So here, once we adjourn into work session, we'll do a little more formal introductions with our new member. And just to let you know, tonight, the only agenda item is board member elections, officer elections and stuff, so you can just abstain since you don't know anybody. Unless, of course, you just want to vote. That's all on you. Outside of that, most of my report will be during work sessions, so that unless the board has any questions for the particular meeting right now, that concludes staff reports.
Any questions for the director? Quiet group. Excellent.
We will be, just a quick announcement though, we will be having a meeting February 13th, that Tuesday. As going into regular business meeting, we'll have 2 or 3 contracts that are ready for approval and move forward that we don't want to wait a couple of weeks on. So if you guys can mark that on your calendar, it'd be pretty important that we have a quorum that particular night if we can make sure to do that. And I can answer more about that when we're discussing capital projects.
Thank you, sir. Okay, we're through staff reports. Unfinished business, we have none. New business at this time, we have none. So we are going to move to board elections. At this point in time, I'll call for nominees for the board chair.
Mr. Chairman,
Yes, sir.
I would like to make a nomination for the board chair position,
Okay.
and I would like to nominate Steve Troutman for that position, which may or may not be a surprise, but just the fact of the work that I've been able to witness you doing, I'm totally confident and inspired and appreciate your leadership. So I would like to nominate you again,
Okay,
Chair.
thank you. Any other nominations? Okay, I'm seeing none. I'll ask for a motion. By the way, I will accept that bid.
Close the floor to nomination.
I will close the floor to the nomination. Thank you, sir. And we'll move to a motion.
I make a motion to accept Steve Troutman as chairman for the park board for 2024.
I would second that motion.
Okay, hearing a second. First and a second, any discussion? If not, we'll go to vote. All those in favor? Okay. And we have one abstain? Okay, perfect. Okay. Next, we'll open the floor for nominations for Park Board Vice Chair.
Mr. Chairman,
Yes, sir.
I nominate Member Scott for vice chair.
Okay.
Accept that nomination?
Do you want to accept?
He said that kind of a, okay. Any other nominations? Okay, seeing none, I will close that and we'll move towards nominations. Or I'm sorry, we'll move towards motion.
You can go ahead and call the vote.
Then we'll go to the vote. Okay, we'll vote for Mr. Scott. All those in favor? It passes unanimously and one abstain. So I guess we did have one abstain. Man, I'm used to doing the slate thing the last 4 or 5 years. I've been thrown by this. Fair enough. Well, hey, I wanted to add a little more pizzazz. Yeah. Well, that's a problem. 10 will go to public comment. I see no public, so we'll move to board member comment. We will start with you, Mr. Scott.
Thanks for the nomination. Welcome aboard. I have no other comments.
Okay. I'll move down here to Dan.
Yeah, I'm happy with both nominations today. I think it's going to help our board move forward in a good light. So looking forward to the next couple of years with you guys. Or year, or is it a year?
Year.
Next year.
Thank you. Mr. Patrick Clark.
I would extend a welcome to our new staff member and our new board member. Appreciate your commitment to this and your work. We reap the benefits of your hard work daily in the office. So if we can provide some oversight, well, that's just great for us. And I'm very happy with the slate of officers, so that makes me feel good about the park board as well.
Thank you, sir. Mr. Patrick Keys, I'm going to put you on the spot. You certainly don't have to say anything, but in case you wanted to, I wanted to open it up for you.
I appreciate that. I just want to say thanks. Apologies for being late. Traffic issues with the wife. So, but congratulations to you too. I'm sure I would have voted for you had I known anything.
Boy, I wanted to say something. I'm just not going to. Awesome. Mr. Manson.
Yeah, I'm happy with the slate that was appointed to. I appreciate Mr. Scott accepting the nomination, considering that he has such an arresting career. I also want to welcome our new board member. All right, thank you. I was on a roll, thank you. Yes, and I want to welcome Candace to the staff. I know it's going to be a benefit, specifically having, I'm sure you'll be able to direct the rest of the members of the staff in a constructive way, and they need it. Other than that, I'm just happy that we were able to have warm weather coming up and we won't have to shovel much snow in the future.
And I'll finish by saying both our two new people. We're not normally like this. It's the snow, so I apologize. Candace, it's great to have you because it adds something we've been looking for a long time. The staff is certainly stressed with us being less amount of staff, so you being able to help with our rentals and stuff is just such a big piece. Patrick, again, appreciate you joining the board. It's not easy to take your volunteer time and use it for the city help, but we're glad we have it. To staff, as usual, great work. Listening to Steve and the number of his that have to go help with snow, that's completely awesome, but that stretches us even farther, which brings me to our April ballot vote. For those who are watching online, please consider we need more help. We need more help to keep our parks as good as they are. And I would just ask for you to look at the ballot and look at it in both ways, because all the things that we enjoy and that we're A+ on, we want to keep them A+ and move forward with that. And without extra staffing, that's going to be hard to do. For the city council and mayor, we just appreciate your backing. And then obviously the citizens, we appreciate your backing. And that's all I have. So I will ask for a motion for adjournment.
Mr. Chairman, I move that we adjourn this meeting.
Awesome.
I'll second that motion.
Okay, hearing a first and second. All those in favor? Passes unanimous 6-0. Meeting adjourned.